All right, let's continue with input devices and mappings. Well mapped to the input device is key. All right. What kind of device are we dealing with? What is easy to get your head and hands around? So it should match directions, so vertically and horizontally. At one point, be just like driving a car. It's on the back of your mind, your subconscious is dealing with it, and you're in the game. It should not be, I'm thinking of what kind of button I need to press now, right? And so there's different kind of complexity in here. So you have the user avatar interface, so the buttons on the control to manipulate the avatar. You have the avatar game world interface, so the avatar and how it manipulates various objects within the universe of the game. And ideally, the player has to become so familiar with the first layer of interface that he does or doesn't need to think of it at all. So what I said before, you are controlling this avatar, but yeah, it's just common sense to you. You don't have to think about this. So the sum of complexity in both layers together can be understood as what people call the difficulty of the game. So if there's a lot of, like in The Witcher, for example, there's a lot of key aspects, or other games that have, World of Warcraft as well, they have a lot of things to press. You need to learn them along the way, and it's getting more difficult and more difficult, and it's adding and stacking. But if you keep on playing, you practice of driving a car, and at one point you have it, you know how to do it. So and then the only difficulty is within the game. So what can I do there, and how can I manipulate objects, and that will be becoming more difficult as well. Yeah. All right. So the interaction design aspects for games. So the same goes a little bit for interaction design in general. So it's easy of use and understanding. I won't go and read everything on the slides. You can read the slides later on as well. So what to expect. So look at what a user expects and how they have learned anything from previous games, for example. So integrates and richness of gameplay. You give the player an agency, so on the appropriate timing and appropriate manner. Aesthetics, consistent, is it consistency in the aesthetics? So the visual presentation, is there a theme? Is there color, and is there a style that you put in overall the game? And of course, is it fun? Is it fun to use? And there is Dieter Rams, and Dieter Rams made a list of 10 good practices for good design. So he says good design is innovative. So it comes up with something new. So if you look at the game's history, every game, okay, maybe not every game, but try to bring up their uniqueness in it and improves on the gaming community, or the gaming developing community. It's a useful product or useful game. It has aesthetics overall, and it's understandable, unobstructive, honest. So it tells you what really is happening, long-lasting, thorough down the last detail. So it has detail, and it's like this professional feel to it. Environmentally friendly, and a little design as possible. So this is from Dieter Rams. You can look it up. This is for every design aspect. But if you look at good level design from Dan Taylor, there are some consistencies, but there's also some other aspects which we can find. So fun we saw before already, so it's fun to navigate, does not rely on words, we saw it also in the previous lessons. Tells you what to do but not how, it constantly teaches you something, so it's innovative, it's surprising, it empowers the player, it's easy, medium, and hard, so you can choose. So it's for multiple users. So it's not just for the hardcore players here. It's efficient in telling you what to do, on how to do it, on how to go through it. It creates emotion, and it's driven by your core mechanics or driven by mechanics. You can look also Dan Taylor up, and he gives a very nice talk on a GDC in 2015 or something, or 16. Well, you can look it up. It's very good talk. Yeah. All right, let's continue to the next part of this course.